what these are? These are called alta리 radish. Alta리 mu is a really cute variety of a baby Korean radish. Look at this bell shape, right? And today it was harvested in the morning, and we're going to turn it into a wonderful alta리 radish kimchi soup, water soup. And it is a fabulous gut healing brine, and it'll be fermenting starting tonight. So are you ready for the recipe? Let's make it together. Okay, so here's this baby radish. We're gonna cut off the stem right here, nip it off, and then we're going to cut off here, the stem, and then here, there might be some brown parts, so you just go ahead, peel that off very carefully, and then we should make it beautiful, right? So we'll go ahead and skin off all these little baby roots, skin off any dirty parts of the alta리 radish, so it's nice and beautiful and white. And we're going to do this to 15 of these radishes. Okay, so we have this here. And then the leaf part, so you're going to go ahead and cut this also to put it into the water kimchi. We'll cut it up into little pieces this big. So it'll be nice and delicious for people to eat. It's a nice and crispy stem. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now that we have all of the baby radishes cut perfectly into nice bite sizes for the water kimchi, and then the stem is the perfect length, we're gonna go ahead and wash this out 3 times because there still might be some sand and dirt. Give it a nice clean rinse, a nice bath. We'll go ahead. Okay, so now we're ready for the salting part. I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 layer of this here, like that. And then a handful of the coarse sea salt. And we're gonna spread it evenly across like that. And then the second layer. Nice, it looks so delicious, fresh and crispy. Okay, another layer of the coarse sea salt. And 1 more layer like this. I think we're gonna add the last. Here we go. Add it all to the mix. And now we're going to go ahead and top it off with another fistful of this coarse sea salt. Okay. Perfect. Now it's ready. I will go ahead and wait for about 1 hour to 1.5 hours, depending on how much it gets brined. Okay, so while we're waiting for our alta리 radish to brine and be salted, we're gonna go ahead and cover the rest of the ingredients. These are real, simple, healthy foods. So here, this is the Korean plum extract, the Korean 까나리 액젓, which is seafood extract. We have our radish, which we harvested this morning from the farm. And we have onion right here. We have the prebiotic loaded garlic and ginger. Then we have this, which is the Korean sticky rice glue. This is a very essential part of all Korean kimchi, and you can watch this in my next video. And then we have water here. We have the salted shrimp, which you can also find at your local Korean grocery store. Then we have fine sea salt. And this is the coarse gochugaru, which is a Korean chili pepper powder. And then we have an apple, a Fuji apple. We'll just chop it all up. to make it into smaller pieces so it's easier when it goes through the blender. And we're cutting it all up because we're going to be blending this in the blender and then squeezing out the juice. So one whole apple, and cut it up with smaller pieces. Go. Okay, so now our ingredients are ready to be blended. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and blend all of this up together. We're going to add the whole onion, one onion. We're going to add the apples. And we're going to add the radish, garlic, and the ginger. So it's a lot. Let's see if the ninja can handle it. Okay. And then we're going to add 2 cups of water. Then here we go. Okay, so now that the majors have been blended up, we're going to go ahead and open to add the remaining ingredients of our gochugaru. Here we go. 1 cup, and then we'll add our salted shrimp. Add this in, 2 tablespoons, and then 1 cup of this sticky rice flour. Here we go. And then we're just gonna add a tad, like a 1/4 cup more water. So we'll rinse this out. Okay, and time to blend again. Here we go. Okay, and you can go ahead and carefully pour it in, but remember to pull out the blade as well. You don't want to get hurt. So we're going to pour this in like so. And pour it in. It'll all go in, perfect. And then now we're going to squeeze. Okay, so you're gonna keep squeezing all this liquid out, right? Because we don't want the puree to go in. We just want the liquid to come out. So you're just gonna keep juicing it to make sure you're squeezing every bit out. Okay, so after we strained all of the juice out through the hemp pouch, this is how much juice came out. And it is delicious smelling already. But we're going to season it. So we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of fine sea salt. Sprinkle this in. And then we're going to put 1 tablespoon of this ganahi ekja, so the fish extract. Okay. And then we're going to put 2 tablespoons of the plum extract. 1, 2. Okay. Starting to smell like kimchi. Okay. So we'll go ahead, and now our sauce is done. Now we're ready to go back to the altari radish and see how the salting went. Okay, so now our baby radishes, the altari mu, has been salted very well. So look how flexible and bendy it is, right? And then our stalks are done too. So we're going to go ahead and rinse it out twice. Okay. Okay, so while we're waiting 10 minutes for this to now be drained out, because you want the water, salty water, to drain out, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the spring onions that we harvested this morning from the farm. So So you're gonna cut them up nicely into just like 1 inch size, like this. And this is going to give the kimchi, the water kimchi, a beautiful look, but also it will add a lot of the flavor as well. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're going to pour this juice into the container. So this is a container where everything will ferment. And then we're going to just add about 2 cups of water. So I'm just gonna have it rinse. Okay, so add it here like that. Perfect. Okay, and now this has drained for 10 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and put our altani radish in here like this. Just put it in gently. Wow, look at this. Gorgeous, right? The colors, the bright red, green, and white. Okay. Wow, I cannot wait to try this. Smells delicious too. You can smell the spices of the ginger. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to go ahead, add in the spring onions. I put about 3 to 4 stalks that will go well with this 15 stalks of the altani radish. Okay, great. And then now we're gonna go ahead and mix it all once. Okay, so I've been mixing it like this. You just go ahead and mix it in well. And we need a little more liquid to cover it all up. So I'm gonna pour in 1 more cup of water. There we go. Okay, perfect. So look how gorgeous it looks. And now it's ready to taste. We're just gonna taste a little sample. Wow, delicious. It's spicy, and the flavors still have to go ahead and all ferment together. So what you're going to do is you just cover it up, and then we are going to store this away at room temperature. Leave it in your kitchen for 2 to 3 days, and then after that, put it in your refrigerator for 1 day. Then it's ready to eat.